careers are also getting longer and longer. I mean, we've got LeBron James, who's going to be who's in Lille, 39 years old. Many older athletes as well. And there's something that I'm wondering is, for those of you who've been covering, of course, so many events and games, these records, can we still break them? Because some of them are holding up for a long time. If you take a look at, for example, the 100-meter sprint here, it's going to be, if I'm correct, around 16 years now for Usain Bolt. That is getting on quite a little bit. Ayatollah, you know quite a bit about your sprinting.
Yeah, I'm not sure someone's going to beat his record this year. And Griffith Joyner, it's going to be really hard to beat it too. But we're still going to have some amazing performances. I think about the 200 meters, the women with Shericka Jackson and the American too.
Who are getting quite close to those all-time records.
And they might beat the record in the 200 meters, I think. Noah Lyles on the 200 meters he's getting closer to the Usain Bolt record. But on the 100 meters for men and women, it's going to be harder, I think.
Yeah, there's a study that say that if for the 100 meters we couldn't go below 9.44 seconds.
But we've got new track spikes now with carbon, so maybe. and with the purple track, and they said that's going to be really fast, so maybe.
Is the purple track going to speed up the athletes?
I didn't taste it, but maybe.
Maybe just the French athletes.
Maybe not only the French ones, everyone.
I'll tread on your turf here just for a second, James. You know, at the marathon, right, they used to say the 2-hour barrier was impossible, right? And obviously, Eliud Kipchoge, right, he did it under, non-world record official conditions, but he broke the 2-hour barrier, and we had the very sadly deceased Kevin Kiptum, and Earl, who was killed in a car crash earlier this year. What did he get to? 2:01:09 or something, or 2 hours 35 seconds in an official classification. So it's not the 100-meter sprint; it's the marathon. But it just shows these things that you used to think were beyond human, possibility are now seen as perhaps, just a matter of a few months, a couple of years.
But we talk about the technology being so important. James, of course, in the swimming, there's surely only so much technology that you can take into account there.
Well, no. Well, they had all the suit crisis in the mid-2000s, 2007, 2008, 2009, and then they banned the performance suits because it turned into a battle between suit manufacturers, and it works. The suits made athletes faster. And the most amazing World Championships was 2009 because nobody, including the athletes themselves, had any idea, A, how fast they were going to go or who was going to win the medals. It was a fascinating experiment, but technology works, so we got rid of it. So in swimming, no. Now we're back to, smaller suits, and the records were always going to be broken. We thought no one's going to go faster than the suit era. It only took a few years, and we learned what the suits did for the athletes, and then you train for those benefits, and then the sport moves forward. Sport moves forwards. These records are all going to go eventually. Some will last longer than others, but they're all going to go.
Do you agree, Jean?
Well, there's other ways of making the record books as well. Like if Kipchoge can win a third marathon, doesn't maybe beat 2 minutes, but it's still an incredible standard. Or take the case of Nikki Hiltz, the runner from the United States in the 1500, a non-binary athlete in the Olympics when it's very difficult to be a trans athlete. They've made it difficult in world athletics, it should be said, to be a trans athlete. And so they could be the first trans athlete to win a medal. So there's other ways of also making the record book in this Olympics. And I'll be really interested to see there. And we got to say, Simone Biles, anybody that's seen Simone Biles in the qualifiers, Biles is making up new moves as we go here. I mean, the judges don't even know what to do with it. She's off the charts. And so it'll be really interesting to see what she does, especially because she showed us at Tokyo that there are some things that are more important than sport, such as mental health. And now here she is back. It's hard for me not to root for her.